Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me for yet another interview where we're going to be talking about the South African Independent Film Festival. Today we have a very exciting one. I'm going to be interviewing the director of the film, Riel, Zenobia. She is incredibly awesome. She's a lot of fun to talk to, and we're going to be talking about her film, which really was just such a sweet little love story to one's heritage. So Zenobia, thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate you taking time out of your day.
Hey Caleb, thank you for the opportunity to chat about the Riel. I'm actually sitting here in Montague at the moment. We had a little premiere here in Montague because we shot the film in Montague, and we wanted to come show it to the community. And the lady that organized it, she's from the tourism department here, Maraleta Mandi, did an amazing job by just arranging this whole beautiful red carpet event, and people that were in the film could actually see themselves on TV, and we could return to this place where we actually shot the movie, and it was absolutely just the most magical evening, and they were so excited to see themselves on screen.
So what actually inspired you to make a film based off of the Riel dance?
So what inspired me to make a film based in the Riel dance? This film was actually inspired by my desire to share something of my culture, of the Khoi and the San culture. And the Riel dance is the oldest cultural expression in Southern Africa. Plus, with my musical background, coming from a singing background, I wanted to include that in the first film that I made. And it just kind of made sense to take the Riel dance and use that as the vehicle through which to tell the story, because the story isn't about the Riel. The Riel dance forms basically the context within which the story is told, but ultimately the story is about the passing on of tradition and the honoring of what has come before, and not forgetting who we are and sort of where we come from.
Man, that's great. So honestly, this is such a beautiful location that you shot in. I mean, like, you can't just go anywhere and find a location like this. So please explain to me the process of, going to go find the locations, location searching, and basically just confirming that you have the rights to film there, basically just making sure that the community is all right with you filming there. Just basically give me a nice brief overview of all of that.
So we shot the film in Montague, which is honestly one of the most beautiful towns in South Africa in the Western Cape. And the reason we found it, I wanted to do the film using a Riel group, a proper Riel group, and there are many wonderful Riel groups around the Western Cape, especially in the Northern Cape. And this one Riel group is in Montague in the Koo Valley. Brilliant, and they've won so many competitions. The Arctic Affair has revitalized Riel dancing, and then on top of it, what happened is that our lead, Randy January, she's from Montague, so there was sort of that connection, and then a friend of mine was living here, and she said, yeah, but come and look at the locations here. And we came, and they sent us some photographs, and we just kind of fell in love with it. And the people here are so amazing. They're just the most welcoming, warm people, honestly. And I mean, how could we not? It just added so much to the authenticity of the story, because it's just real.
So at the core of this film, we focus on a girl rediscovering her heritage. Was that a film you wanted to make from the very beginning? What inspired you to make it? What really just was the influence behind this theme of rediscovering one's heritage?
Yeah, the film really is about rediscovering heritage, or honoring your heritage, as I would say. That's always been a very important theme for me throughout my life, about sort of discovering the search for identity. It's not just my journey, it's the journey of a lot of people of color, because we've, if you look back on the history of the Khoi and the San, you'll see about the genocide that happened, and people being forcibly removed, and the whole Khoi nation actually moving up north Fontaine, up into Namibia, moving into the desert areas. And a lot of what happened with the genocide is that they lost their identities, and they lost their language, and they lost a lot of the culture. So I wanted to just honor that and come back to the earth with regards to that.
Well, just as we reach the end of the interview now, I just wanted to ask you, what are the other projects that you're busy working on currently, and what social media platforms can people follow you on, or do you have a newsletter, do you have a website? So if you can just give me a rough breakdown of all of that, I'm sure the viewers at home would really, really appreciate it.
Gosh, what's next? Well, currently I'm working on a music project with my business partner Monique Siegels. We are working with the SPA, which is the Stichting vir Bemagtiging deur Afrikaans, on a wonderful music project where we are looking at folk songs from First Nation peoples. Some of the songs haven't been heard in years. We managed to find them. So that's a very exciting project that we're currently busy with, getting the music together, recording some of it, and then also doing a concert next year, which we will obviously announce. And then a couple of working on a couple of features, working on some other ideas. Yeah, we'll make that make that known a little bit later. But exciting times, really exciting times. And thank you so much for the honor of being on the South African Independent Film Festival. It's wonderful to have been nominated. Riel was actually nominated as one of only 3 films at the African Movie Academy Awards, which is basically like the African Oscars, which is amazing. So we feel very, very, very honored to have been nominated. And we've done really, really well in France at a little festival on that side, which we won both the jury prize and the audience favorite award. We premiered at the Durban International Film Festival. It was our world premiere, so it was amazing to be there, and obviously Durban Film Festival is amazing. And it's just been a wonderful journey with this film, and it's been wonderful to see how people respond to it, and how it touches people, and you're not quite sure why you get all a little bit emotional about it at the end, but it's something that touches us deeply because it has to do with getting back to roots and really just feeling the earth beneath your feet. In terms of where to reach me, please follow me on Instagram at Zenobia Kloppers Official. The same with Facebook as Zenobia Kloppers. And looking forward to just connecting with everyone, and I hope everyone can see the film at the South African International Film Festival, and just enjoy and really just I don't even know what to say. I'm so happy. Anyway, have a wonderful day, and thanks Caleb so much for giving us the opportunity to talk about Riel.
Well, Zenobia, honestly, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join me today to talk about your film, which was honestly, as I mentioned, it was just such a sweet, heartfelt movie. It really was just a joy to watch. And it was also very, very educational, learning about something that isn't really spoken about much in regards to African culture. I really hope you enjoy the rest of your day. For those of you that are watching this from home, do not be afraid to subscribe to the YouTube channel, give this video a like, and if you have any questions for the SA Indie Film Fest or any questions for Zenobia, the director of this film, then please comment them down below. But guys, thank you so much and enjoy the rest of your day.